Alright, welcome back. If you are just joining us, tonight is Disney-Capcom night. So I'll be playing some Disney games on the NES and Super Nintendo that were developed by Capcom. After DuckTales, I'm not sure which one I'm going to play next. There is a straw poll available. If you type in !poll, you should be able to reach that. So I'll just get started in just a moment, probably another minute or two. But in the meantime, let me get the poll up. I will be playing this game on easy because I've never actually beaten the original DuckTales. It's a surprisingly more difficult game than it lets on. Alright, let's get going. I'm gonna save the moon for last because I know how good that soundtrack is. So if you've never played DuckTales before, it should seem very familiar, as long as you're familiar with kind of Capcom games from the NES era. It's very fluid, it's got good music. It honestly feels a little bit Mega Man-esque, although I'm told Darkwing Duck really plays like Mega Man. I've got this great little pogo cane, which anyone familiar with Shovel Knight should be familiar with. I meant to move that the other direction. Whoops. Come on. There you go. So the pogo cane actually saves me from most things. Not overhead obstacles, obviously, but can't really deal with everything. So I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to be looking for at the end of this level, but I'm sure we will find it pretty quickly. Oh, didn't even know there was an area up here. How are you doing tonight, chat? You have a good Mother's Day? I'm taking a lot of damage for someone with only 3 hit points. That is the way I already came from. I think I'm gonna die. So I was looking the game up earlier. Game has a world record speedrun of like 7 minutes, which is just ridiculous. So this is obviously based on the cartoon. The game came out in 1989. I don't know if it's got a Famicom release. It certainly came out on the NES, but based on the cartoon of the time, as well as the old DuckTales comics. Got a remastered version, which is a significantly beefed up version that people are kind of mixed on. It came out on like Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, and I don't think it got a WiiWare release. I think it got a physical Wii release, but generally speaking, that game was received positively. We'll tackle that game another time. And, you know, maybe we'll get a Capcom game for the new show, which the new show, unlike the original show, is excellent. Alright, Launchpad, come on. Don't hurt me here. So, kind of like Mega Man, every single one of these stages will have a boss fight at the end. And if I can reach it, maybe I'll be able to take part in it. Hey, Launchpad, what do you got for me? Oh, shit, I accidentally just returned back to Duckburg. I did not mean to do that. Alright, I guess we're doing the Amazon again. I'm playing with a Wii Remote sideways connected to my my NES retro receiver. So I didn't remember which one of 1 or 2 was A and B. So now we get to see that level again. Is it an accurate controller? No, the D-pad's a little squishier on the Wii Remote, but it's a decent enough facsimile that I didn't want to buy a new controller specifically for the NES when I already had perfectly good Wii Remotes. This is not going so well. Come on, health? No? No health. Health? No health. That's just money. Alright. Oh hey, I actually tackled that properly. So there is a shortcut, as I learned earlier, up to the boss if I had landed that jump properly. Oh good, it started me in a decent location. Oh come on, the boulder rolled back. So most of the sprites in this game are pretty good and pretty obvious as to what they're supposed to be. These spear guys, though, I'm not totally sure. I'll pass. I'll pay the money to get through. Oh, what, do I not have enough money to get through because I took the ride back to Duckburg? Oh, come on. A little bit further. There we go. Use your cane to defeat the treasure keepers. I guess they're treasure keepers. Did I just get an extra life? Awesome. I need that. Alright. Okay, this feels like a boss fight. And that's the first of our treasures. Alright, we beat a level. I feel pretty good about that. Finish the Amazon. At least one fight's worth of the Amazon. Transylvania. I'm pretty sure there are 2 exits for this level, depending on which boss I want to fight. Help! Huey's been kidnapped. Save him, please. Do I have to? I do not want to deal with that. Come on. This is not going so well. I don't know what I just picked up. Alright, so if I remember correctly, if I go through here and it's the second portal, that should take me to Magic and Dispel. When did I get an extra... Ooh, more ice cream cones. When did I get another hit point? I'm dead. Well, This has been interesting so far. Hey, Cookie Cruncher? How do you pronounce that? Welcome to the stream. Playing some Disney games today. You can find the poll for which one I'm playing next at !poll. Come on, Magica, stop landing in the middle of the arena. This is very Mega Man-esque. Alright, that's 2 bosses down. I think we're going to the African mines next. You'll need a key to get in. It's in Transylvania. Well then. Cool. Help, Huey's been kidnapped. Yeah, we talked about this. I thought I did this properly the first time. You're dead, and then I go up. And I go up again. I think I go through the other portrait this time. Oh no, I've already been through here. So where is this going to take me? Ah, minecart. Ooh, for mature, yeah, Disney games for a mature audience, because I will likely be getting angry at a game, not sure which one yet, and, ooh, swearing bad. Alright, where the hell am I going? No, Aladdin's a good game. Aladdin on the Super Nintendo is a really good game. I'm not a fan of the Genesis game. Alright, this can't be right, because I already faced Magic and Dispel. Let's... And it won't let me go back to Transylvania without going to the African mines. Let's go to the Himalayas. Oh man, is this how this is just going to be? Me jumping into the snow? Why would they take away, like, the most fun part of the game, the controls, and put this in its place? I mean, there are all places that the DuckTales show went, so I guess that's fair. Bobo, if you want to choose the next game that we're playing, the straw poll is there, and when I finish DuckTales, I will close that poll and check it. Glad to hear you voted. Do I want to go up? Do I want... Interesting. Unfortunately, I have no idea where I'm going right now. This is very Mega Man. Did I just stumble into a boss room? That's awesome. Come here. Dead! I think that's 3, 4? So obviously people play this game with the intention of like going for a high score with money. I have not been doing that. If I see it, I pick it up. Otherwise, you know, I'm not going out of my way for it. Alright, the mines is going to send me back to the... to go look for this key that I missed. You'll need a key to get in. It's in Transylvania. But where? Is that it? Oh, yep. It's a skeleton key to the mine. Excellent. Making some real progress here. I know I'm playing on easy mode, but like... it feels like I've made more progress than I probably should have. I don't know where I'm going in this mine, though. So this could be either a really positive... Is that Beakley? Hi, Beakley. You look very different from your modern counterpart. How much did they change up your design? Do you think I can go that way? Probably not. Let's not risk it. The music is pretty great in this game. Like, I know it's Capcom on the NES, and they really understood the sound chip, but I don't know that I was expecting quite this level. I should point out that this is like the one of the 3 games that I've pushed for tonight that I don't know at all. Like, I've beaten all of the other ones. That being said, I think they should be interesting to revisit, because I haven't played them since the last time. Or since the last time I finished them, rather. Obviously, the last time I played them was the last time I played them. No, 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 no. Aww. Oh. Is that gonna just send me back to the title screen? Oh no. It's one of those games. Alright. Yeah, send me to Transylvania. It's okay, I learned it pretty well the last time. Alright, got my key. Oop, I did not get the key. There we go, I got the key. Let's go do the previous levels. Just get them out of the way quickly. I like that the snakes kind of look like Toph in the Jungle Book. What was unexpected? The game over that sent me back to the title screen? Yeah, a little bit. So what do we think, chat? Are we a fan of DuckTales on the NES? Ooh, that was not expected. Hopefully that doesn't come back. Because I am short on health. And I'm dead. At least I started here again. Who doesn't like Launchpad? He's like one of the better characters. He's also great in the show, so like, you can't go wrong with Launchpad. I'm sure that's not how I was supposed to do that, but whatever. Use your cane to defeat the treasure keepers. Yes, yes, yes. I know. Hey, Dewey, how did I get the extra health last time? I kind of want that back. Enter Totem. You know, the Totem character that everyone remembers from the original show. Totally not nameless Totem. I'm gonna be totally wrong about the fact that he's a nameless character, and he's actually gonna be like some well-known figure. Alright, finished the Amazon. I probably should go back to Transylvania again. Yes, yes, I know Huey's been kidnapped. It's okay. He can take care of himself. That's what he has his Uncle Donald for. Slash, there he is. Guess what? This house was an illusion, or has an illusion wall. Oh, so that's how I was supposed to find out about that. Cool. And now I'm sure this is where they expect players to just kind of guess by poking the walls. Which is just a ridiculous concept for a stage. Doesn't matter. It's such a quick stage that you can't really fault it for it. Alright, Magica. Turn into a bird. Wait, you're already a bird. How does that work? She jumped up high. I wasn't expecting that. So, chat, any of you watching the current show? Alright, that's 2 bosses down. Okay, let's go to the Himalayas again, since I did beat that level last time I played this. Ooh. It's neat that stuff just kind of appears out of nowhere, but I wish there was a little bit of rhyme or reason to it. Look, it's potentially a Mighty Ducks reference, I'm not sure. Alright, fortunately this level's pretty quick. It's, you know, the same roundabout path that I went the first time. And here's the Yeti. Okay, that's another level finished. Okay, so 2 levels left. The mines, which I still don't know how to finish. And the moon. Let's go back to the African mines. I have the key, so at least I don't have to go out of my way to go get that this time. Really hope this is the right path. Just make sure that this wasn't an option. Beakley, throw me some stuff. Okay, Beakley, don't let me die. Hold on, just one moment. Alright, it would appear that there are 2 paths to the end, and neither of them is an easy one. So, for those wondering how I just figured that out, I looked up an image of the level. So this won't help me if I lose all my lives again. But it looks like I just did that perfectly, so... It's a hidden treasure. And through here should be the boss. And through here is a dead boss. Cool, we just have the moon left. Alright, cool. Finally the moon. Now, I remember, other than this level having great music, I remember that enemies have a little bit of weird hit detection in this level. Alright, back to full health. I think I vaguely remember that the UFO in question here was not the one in here. It was the one outside of the mothership. It's the one that Launchpad gets to fly. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate placement for Spike. Come on, maybe health? No. Ah, fuck. No, I don't want to ride back to Duckburg. I only have one life. I'm kind of squandering it. Oh, fuck. And I just game overed. Well, that's unfortunate. What do you think, chat? Should I give it another go, or should I move on to the next game? I've been playing this one since 7:55-ish. It's what I started the stream with. I've got 3 or 4 other games available, though, that I plan to move on to at least 1 or 2 of them. Alright, sounds good. Then give me just 1 moment. Alright, we're back with Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse on the Super Nintendo. No, Donald's just there for fun. Mickey and his friends are playing, Pluto goes missing, Mickey runs off to go save everybody. The plot is simple. This is a pretty simple platformer. There's some slight elements from other Capcom games mixed in here. There's this costume changing mechanic that's straight out of Mega Man. There's a coin. There's a one of those costumes is effectively just Bionic Commando, which is another neat little mechanic from another Capcom game on the NES. Game came out, I want to say, in like 93, 92. It is just kind of a standard mashup of Disney characters and fantastic world. So he's given me the ability to go save Pluto from Emperor Pete. Follow the giant Pete heads. That's pretty much what he's telling me. Good luck, beware, and I will give you more powers as you need them. Although he could give me powers now, he chooses not to. So, Mickey in his standard outfit has the ability to grab and throw these golden blocks. Magic mirror. I think there was a future game that kind of used similar concepts, and that's what she's referring to. So the deal with the blocks is that the gold ones don't respawn, the red ones do. They can be used as projectiles. I can grab and hold on to certain types of items and enemies and spin them to attack other things. Controls exceptionally well for a simple platformer. Like, I never feel like I'm going to miss my jumps. Although we are going to see a kind of a challenging part coming up ahead involving these tomatoes. I just got a health up, which I don't know if it's for the level or for the entire game, will give me a new piece of a heart container. Alright, little bug things, take that. Alright, so here's where the game is going to be a little hard. It's this starting place with these tomatoes that I have to ride on. Sometimes you have to jump off of them. Not like that. I just screwed up, I think. Oh, no, I didn't. We're okay. One of them is just going to drop into a pit. And that is not going to go well. I think if I follow this one, it just... Oh, no. Sorry. This one is going to drop into a pit, and I just have to get off of it in time. Silver blocks I can't grab. There's no run button in this game, so it's pretty much like if you get a hill, there's a little bit of momentum that you pick up. Bosses in this game take a stupid amount of damage. So this game had sequels, but they are all on Super Nintendo, unless you're playing the ports on the Game Boy Advance. But actually, there is one game that's not on a Nintendo system, and that's the Genesis version of the second game. Yeah, this is a Capcom game, and in many ways it shows because it feels like a Capcom game. I don't know what's up with the sprite flicker I'm dealing with here, but it's a little bit more beyond what I'm used to with a... Yeah, it does kind of resemble the Demon's Crest series. Just, yeah, it's a very vibrant game. When we get to the second or third world, it'll really look like those games, because it will get kind of murky and a little dark in its coloring. It'll be interesting to show off. Nope. Still taking damage. Alright, come on. Yeah, he does. And I mean, Ghosts and Goblins is Capcom, right? So Once we get past this particular boss, the game should speed up a lot more, though. This boss just takes so many hits. And I don't take anywhere near enough. What happened to the rule of threes? Capcom threw them out the window. Except for the number of lives I get. Fortunately, this game doesn't have a continue system, so I will immediately start, I think, in the second half of this level. So, I was saying before, this game got 2 sequels. Speaking of no more lives, that's the end of that. The second game, The Great Circus Mystery, was released on the Genesis and the Super Nintendo, and eventually reported with this game to the Game Boy Advance. The third game only got released in Japan on the Super Famicom, and did get an English release on the Game Boy Advance many, many years later. Generally speaking, I think the games got better as time went on, but I can't confirm that the third game is... I've been told it, but I've never played it, but the third game is supposed to be the best one of the bunch. So Mickey just kind of looks panicked whenever he's doing anything other than moving forward. Like, when he leapfrogs off of something, he doesn't look joyful, he looks like he's freaking out. If he's visible on screen. Like I said, I'm dealing with a little bit of sprite flicker, which might just be the capture card acting up. Now, I can't remember if it's any better to use the enemies to hit them, or if it's better to just bounce on his head. I'm gonna probably stick with the bouncing as much as possible. It's slightly more accurate, I feel. And also, I don't have a whole lot of health left, so I'd like to keep it simple. But, I mean, like, how many times have I hit this guy? He's just got so much health. It's the first boss. There's only 5 stages, or 6 stages in this game, as with a lot of kind of this era's Capcom platformers. So it's not a long game, it's just certainly a little bit challenging. You know, I think the sprites for all the Disney characters look just, you know, very out of their cartoons. You know, they look incredibly polished, and I've read that the Disney Studios staff always had to check anything they'd licensed out to make sure that it fit the quality that they expected the games to look. So, like, if the sprites weren't accurate enough to the drawings, they would hold back a game. Which I think is interesting. Now, Capcom did a lot of stuff for Disney in the late 80s, early 90s, but they were not the exclusive devs for Disney games, and I'm not sure what their contract was, because they gave up, like, weird rights to other companies. Like, Virgin Interactive did the Genesis Aladdin, and obviously things like The Lion King, and I think they also did Jungle Book. and there's no real rhyme or reason for why they got those specific contracts. But my preferred games from Capcom, or from Disney, are the Capcom games. I don't know, licensed games are always going to be a bit of a mixed bag, but I think that the Disney-Capcom games in particular are, generally speaking, a good time. And they did something like 20 games for Disney. Okay, but like the... Right, but that's not a Capcom game. When it came down to, preference of the actual cartoons, I was more of a Warner Brothers guy than I was a... Oop, that's death. I was more of a Warner Brothers guy than I was a Disney guy, but... You've absolutely played a Capcom game and never noticed it. First of all, because they're a publisher as well, but I'm almost certain that you played a Capcom game. You may not have played a Disney Capcom game, but... What do we have here? Do I have extra health coming up? I really hope so. Oh boy, a sold-out general store. Nobody has sneezed. And you'll charge down, and I'll jump on your head, and hopefully the hitbox won't screw me this time. So a little twist that I like is if you actually catch the animate, or I didn't get it right there, but if you get the animation just right, you'll notice that Mickey's actually not just bouncing on enemies, he's leapfrogging on them, which I think is super cute. Okay, there we go. We finished the first level. Or the first set of levels. Now we get to move on to the next world. Into the Pete Head. Alright, 1-3. Like, look at how concerned Mickey is when he's swimming. He doesn't have he doesn't have an air meter, but he's like, oh, I'm sinking. What am I going to do? I can't catch him like mid-frame with the leapfrog. Oh, that is not a collectible. That is an enemy. So if you hit gold coins, or if you hit gold blocks with other gold blocks, I believe you get coins usually. And as you saw in that one empty shop that I found, there are places for me to use those coins. Okay, so here's the first, like, actual, like, real boss fight. And it's this weird snake thing. And you'll never guess how to beat him. Jump on the big glowing weak point. All right. There we go. Mickey completed a level. Yeah, it's got a little bit of that, doesn't it? Yeah, I was down to my last heart, so I'm glad that I properly did that. Now we move on to the next world. So, actually, the sequel uses the exact same kind of map format, which is neat. You know, that almost hand-drawn, on top of the map kind of thing. Alright, so I'm going to get my first power-up. You did a good job. Hi, Wizard. Why didn't you give me help last time? What's the sequel? The sequel is the Great Circus Mystery. Depending on my timing on this one, I will probably get a little bit of the Great Circus Mystery played tonight, because I also have a cart for that. It's a similarly long Super Nintendo game. I just remember that this is ammo and I should probably not be wasting all of it. No. So I can very easily switch back and forth, which is good because I am out of ammo. I would very much like to get to that ammo. No, I need to go down there. Come here. Come here, fish. Oh, I must have run out of air. I'm gonna die here, by the way. I guess I do have an air meter, it's just not obvious what it is. I think this is a shop. Or no, this is just gonna be an extra health point. Which I can't complain about. I'm obviously not the most amazing at this game. But fortunately, the difficulty level is low enough that I expect that I will probably beat the game regardless. That popped me out right at the beginning again. And we'll take a magical block just to be safe. Let's gain some speed so I can make that jump. I have been eaten by a fish. Not how I intended to have my day go, but... No. I wanted to get up there. Ooh, bad fish. Wait, how did I get up there? So the collision's a little wonky in this game, I guess, but I'm not gonna fault it for that. Alright, that was my doing. So I'm on my last life again, but if I die, I'll just go back to this level, so it's not such a big deal. Oh, that was what I was trying to do last time, and just skip the first part of that platforming challenge. See if I can be a little bit more successful with my platforming in general going forward. There's a level in, I think it's Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, that has leaf platforms like that are, I think, handled a little bit better. Okay, so part of the magic outfit, something they don't really tell you about, is that it gives you the ability to breathe underwater. You'll notice Mickey does not look panicked right now. I think it's probably something that, with very little experimentation, you'd figure out on your own, but it's still one of those things where it's like, yeah, the game should probably tell you. And if it did and I missed it, then it was in with all the nonsense that they were telling me otherwise, and that's just not acceptable. Alright, going down there was a door. Hopefully it's a store. It is a store. I don't have enough money for the extra health. That's too bad. I'll take the magic refill. And I think that door now disappears. And he's dead. How come that mini-boss is so much easier? I just need that lamp. Come on. Oh boy, it's our favorite combination of things. Enemies that want to hit me, plus enemies that want to eat me. I think that was... Are they positive feelings, though, Kyle? And I'm dead. Oh no, game over. Pluto still needs my help. I have an unlimited continues. Is it going to start me back at 2-1 though? No, 2-4. See, this game is so generous. which is good because this is going to be a boss fight in a second. Now, this boss fight is a little bit broken, but only in that if you run out of magic, the only place you can hit it is right on its face, and it is, like, as specific as it could possibly be about where it needs to be hit. Also, there's bottomless pits at the bottom. But after this level, I think is the Bionic Commando-esque level. It's that or the firefighting level, and I can't remember which one it is. Come on. Dead. Cool. And that's a cool finishing pose, Mickey. So if you're just joining us, we are playing some Capcom games on the NES and Super Nintendo that are Disney properties. Uh, 3-1. I forgot about this level entirely. Nope, 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 nope. That was a bad idea. So Kyle, you probably missed it, but I played most of DuckTales. And I game overed on the moon after game overing on the African mines, and every time you game over, the game starts at nothing. You have to start all the way back at the beginning. But and he's dead. Cool, let's move on. I'm not sure what those are supposed to be, but I've now encountered like 3 of them. Oh boy, in case of fire, break glass. Oh, there we go, it is the firefighting level. It's a cool power-up. It gives me the ability to put out fires, break golden blocks, and push gray blocks. In fact, I should be able to push some of these heavier blocks as well that are not the standard Mickey Mouse head blocks. didn't have to jump over that big gap. Wish I'd known that in advance. So these platforms, you'll see they keep relighting on fire. It's based on the little fire hole things behind them. It can be quite frustrating sometimes when you think you're on a safe platform and then a hole suddenly spits out fire. But then you get situations like this where the fire is pretty much unavoidable. Obviously, if I was taking it a little slower, I probably wouldn't be dealing with as much of the fire. But I've got, most of a... This is a bad idea. I have most of a full health bar with the amount of health that I have accrued. Let's use Mickey and get some coins. How much water do I have left? Not a whole lot. That's not great. The boss for this particular stage is weird in that the platforms that you're on are not safe, which is very bizarre for a platform. I'm dead. The fish ate me again. Where are these fish coming from? I mean, I can see, obviously, in the water, the shadows before they kill me, but, like, who's putting these fish in these dangerous situations? This is my last life, so I'd like to avoid dying if possible. I think there's something at the bottom here, so I'm gonna quickly go down with Magic Mickey. Oh look, a health upgrade. I'll take that. Cool. Alright, so I mentioned before that the fire hose can be used to move bricks. Alright, not my last life anymore. This is kind of like the first real time that they show you how important that is. Let's push some of these back. So I'm pretty sure if I keep going this way, it'll get me to a shop. Yeah, I think that area up there is where I want to get to. Since I have time on the clock still, I'm gonna try and get up to the store. I do have a fair amount of money, so if I can buy a... no, they've sold out of the hearts. That's too bad. The game probably does balance so that you don't have too much health for any given level, but I think the second game doesn't balance the same way, so you can end up way overpowered really early. Right. So this guy's gonna keep giving me ammo to use against him. But at the same time, his health is going to reset every single time that he turns red like that. As he's in the process of lighting the platforms I want to stand on fire. Now, he'll drop ammo, but he won't drop health, which is really unfortunate. And unfortunately, the amount of time it takes to go back and forth like this, he will regain enough health that it's almost as if I didn't do anything. So it becomes a race against the clock. And there's the end of my health bar. Cool. Thanks, game. There's a similar boss, I think it's in the second game, that reminds me a lot of this one. It's like Pete riding a snowboard, and he keeps resetting his health. There we go. Cool, so that's 3 worlds completed. Next we're moving on to the Cliff World, which introduces the mountain climbing power-up, which has kind of a Bionic Commando vibe to it. It is a little stiffer to use than Bionic Commando, though. But I think for a lot of people this is probably the power-up that they likely remember the most, because it's so drastically different from the other two. And then Goofy is going to moonwalk away while waving at us, because that's a thing. Yeah, so this one fortunately doesn't come with a stamina gear, or a stamina bar. It just, I keep using it until I fall to my death. Like that. Cool. Well, it doesn't matter because that was my last life, so let's redo this level with a full set of lives. Alright, cool. 4-1. So if I hold Y while I'm clasped onto something, I will swing back and forth. At least with these Mickey ball things. If I do straight up, I'll climb. In fact, I can start from a swinging motion, I believe, and change into the climb. I don't think I can do the opposite, though. I don't think I can start with that and then turn it into a swing. Yeah. So I kind of have to choose a little bit ahead of time what I'm going to do with that. But this is effectively, generally speaking, a better version of the standard ability set that Mickey has. Because I can grab stuff, I can throw stuff. I don't want to get rid of that. I want that platform to still be there. Cool. Because this should be a shop, I think. Hopefully it's a shop, and it does no good for me because they are sold out for whatever reason. Regardless. Look at me not dying here. The final jump of this stage is a little bit challenging. You might have noticed that I just stole that guy's shield off of him. It's a pretty cool functionality of the grappling hook. Another cool function of the grappling hook is when I fall to my death. You'll probably see that one at the most. I'm very good at that function. There it is again. Hope you're a fan of that one. Oof, got very lucky there. Yeah, so that last jump for this first stage in the Cliff World is actually something that I have always had trouble with. I consistently have issues landing that final jump. And it has something to do with the fact that I think you have to jump to that final grappling hook. And once you do, it's yeah. There we go. Alright, 4-2. Also known as, we've introduced wind mechanics because the game wasn't hard enough. I would really not mind finding another health expansion. I don't really need it, but it can never hurt. Alright. So, part of the reason that this is such a challenging ability to work with is that if you press up by accident, you climb. If you climb, you will fall off of those rotating, or off of those swing points. This feels like a boss. That feels like a way to die. Cool. Oh no, game over. It's not like it's going to start me back at the exact same level. Cool. Alright, 4-3. Bring it on, giant bird. Your bird is dead. Killed it. Oh no! Wait, hold on, that one egg had like 3 birds in it. And I'm dead. Right, so the way that I have to beat this, and I think it's probably pretty obvious, but just in case, is I have to grab onto the hooks when the bird is coming by, so the wind doesn't affect me. And then steal the egg and immediately hit it with the egg. It's altogether not a terribly difficult boss if you know what you're doing. Like it's already changed color, right? The problem is ultimately the control that works against you, right? Like if you don't grab onto one of those rocks properly, then you're toast. Also, apparently you can fall through those rocks. That's another game over, I think. Beware turbulence. Yes, definitely beware turbulence. After this level, though, I'm pretty sure I move on to the final stage, or final stages. And as I said earlier, the game is short. It's only like 5 full worlds. I swear I'm not dying on purpose. Ah, yes, the old fighting technique of jumping into your enemies. I was pretty sure I was hanging on to that, so I'm not sure why I died, but it's possible that I climbed too close to the top and as a result fell off. Alright, he's pink. Or she's pink. And that one didn't work for whatever reason. Mickey looks like he's gonna use a Kamehameha on that bird. Pete's Peak is clear. Alright. So there's this stage, which is the last one before the castle. I might have been wrong earlier when I said there's the snowboarding Pete. I think that's actually in this game, not the sequel. So, something I vaguely recall from this game is that you can freeze certain enemies in this particular world, and that will allow you to beat them, or allow you to freeze them. Alright, let's switch to the firefighter, since the game clearly wanted me to use that. so I can make platforms. Let's switch back to this one. And switch back to Firefighter. So, the uses for the various abilities are probably a little bit more situational than, say, the Mega Man powers are in certain games, but I think the essence of the uses of those types of powers are still there. It does feel like, you know, they designed specific uses for these things. If I could just land on the platforms the way I'm supposed to. I'm gonna run out of water. Haha, you're not gonna get me like that. Yeah, that seems like death. Hard pass. End of the level. 5-2. Player ready. Oh, no. God, why did it go the wrong way? So I need, I think, any power to beat the boss of this level. I need to not die before I get to the boss of this level. But the I want to say the freezing power is the best one for this particular stage. Again, not dying would help. Unfortunately, a lot of the momentum-based physics in this game make it so that if you aren't running down a hill, you're not going to make certain jumps. Alright, this feels like the area right before the boss, which it is. Now I can jump on this guy, I can freeze him, I can do whatever. I think if I freeze the snowballs, I'm technically able to throw them, but I don't have means of confirming that right now, because I don't want to waste my ammo to check that. This guy also has a stupid amount of health, like a lot of the bosses in this game so far. Alright, there's a game over, but fortunately I'm in the boss stage, so it will just spawn me with full health and ammo. And just to confirm, yeah, this is the final world before the final one. Right, he's going to spawn on that side. Let's stay over here. Okay, I don't think that magic works on him. Let's change into Firefighter, because that definitely worked. I'm losing a lot of health like this. I wish there's a way that I could tell that I was timing my jumps right to land on him and not get hit by him. Also, I'm almost out of ammo, so there we go. It's back to normal Mickey for me. Which means death is upon us. Alright, let's switch back to Firefighter Mickey. Alright, that seems to be working. I'm getting the hit on him every time that I come down, so unfortunately I think that's gonna be it for my luck. Yeah. There's my death. Cool. Hoping that I can beat him this time around. It seemed like standing right here was the best way to get a good hit on him. Nope, nope, he decided he was coming over here. I don't think I can do anything with... Yeah, I can't do anything with those snowballs. There we go. Beat him. And I didn't game over again. If we don't count the last time. On to the final level. Or levels, rather. So let me get this straight. Pete has a castle. Mickey has a dog. It doesn't seem like a very fair world, does it? Oh, grapes. Awesome. Alright, so I remember there being these scrolls that I have to use Mickey, or Magic Mickey for. And using Magic Mickey will allow me to fly magic carpets around. Specifically to the end of the stage. Yeah, goof. So I think I can probably latch onto these guys. No, maybe not. I can jump on them, though. Let's switch back to normal Mickey, because it seems like these are platforms I can spin on. Cool. I don't know if this is a warp to a particular area. Yeah, I think I wanted to go the other way. Let's switch into this costume again. Because at the very least I can grab platforms properly with it. Oh, look, an extra life. I'll take it. Did that just send me? It did. Cool. No! Am I not able to grab onto that ledge? Interesting. I don't know why I'm not able to grab onto that ledge. Whatever. There was a second door, it looked like, that I needed to go through. And so I will. Alright, that's one I came out of right there. At this rate, I'm just going the same direction I already went. So what can I do differently? Alright, sorry about that, just had to sneeze. Didn't think you guys needed to hear it. Alright, what am I doing wrong here? I am dead. That's what I'm doing wrong here. I was pretty sure that there was a place for me to use the magic power to magic carpet my way through this, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so let's do something a little crafty here. I'm just going to take this with me. There's nothing that says I can't anyway, right? Now if I switch back, can I? Nope, because I needed to get that from above. Alright, let's go back and see if I can grab another one of those blocks. Although I had kind of incredible luck with that previous one. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Oh boy, my favorite power, underwater curtains. Come on. I don't want to game over in order to get up there. Alright, which one of these powers will help me here? The one that apparently gets me eaten by fish. Cool. Let's do this again. Pete's Castle. Switch back to this one. This seemed to be the right power for most things in this level. Oh no, Mickey got hit in the face with an arrow. He did. Okay. Hey, remember that magic carpet I was talking about before? This is the one I was talking about. Isn't that nice? It just led me right to the end of the area. So now this is like a weird auto-scroller segment. And no, there's no real good way to handle these. The carpet mechanic is just a mess. I constantly have to zigzag on the controller in order to make it so that I go down in a straight line. And spikes are one-hit kill, by the way. Which might as well just be asking for death as often as possible. That stage should not go as planned. Yeah, so there's a few parts to this. When you're riding it, you kind of feel like, oh, this is very much like Rush Jet from Mega Man in that like it just goes in the direction I ask of it. But then you realize, no, because I can fall off of this, and the walls will push me off of it. It's very different controlling. I almost wish that it had better controls so that I could like the section more. It's the only section in the game like this too, so it's, you know, they make you adapt to a brand new control scheme, and it's just not a good time. In what is otherwise a pretty by-the-books platformer, this one area is just weird. Excuse me. So remember that block pushing mechanic? It's actually useful here. It's actually necessary here, more than just useful. Alright. Speaking of block pushing, I don't think this is the one I want, but we'll find out very quickly. Let's switch to this power. Oh hey, it's you again. Do I sense a Mega Man style boss rush coming? Bet your ass I do. He's dead. Oh man, he took like 20 minutes the first time that I fought him. Alright, we need a platform over to the left, please. This is going to be another mini-boss. Could you not, please? Cool, thank you. Alright, back to the firefighter power. I don't technically have to do all of these fights. I just couldn't remember which one I had to go into. It's all based on whether or not you go into the right door. Hopefully that doesn't come down and crush me. It almost did exactly what I was hoping it wouldn't do. Alright, one of these is a boss fight. The other one is not. We're going to go left and probably be wrong. Oh no, we made it to the next level. Cool. I'm pretty sure I exclusively want to be using my magic power for this. Cool. So the way that I do this is I use the firefighter to get through waves of blocks like that, and then I use the magic power to fire on them. And depending on what I kill those fire torch statue things with, I'll get different powers. So in this case I got refills for both my firefighter and magic suits. Now I can use the water, as you can see, attack Pete himself, it's not any faster to do one versus the other. Just the charge shot, I think, does technically deal a little bit higher damage. And I can fire it off a little faster. That's like the real benefit to it. That was good timing. I could use some help for some ammo. So I'm like 90% sure that I'm going to beat him this time, by the way. Come on, I'm down here. Unless I really screwed this up somehow. Well, I am doing a good job of somehow screwing this up, so... But this has pretty much been Magical Quest. After this, I'll probably move on to the second one, because I do want to show that off. I think it's a better game, generally speaking. Oh, what? How did I die there? I mean, I know that's a game over, but how did I just die? Yeah, I'll continue, because we're right at the boss. Just give me Pete, come on. Enough with the preamble. I like that I'm getting 2 hits currently with the hose. Alright, back to full ammo. Come on, Pete, just die already. You've been sprayed with, like, a small amount of water. Just die already. That one should be torches. He doesn't really have a pattern so much as he has specific options that he can choose from. There's no real guaranteeing what he's going to do with you. And like here I just got trapped by... yeah, by torches that I couldn't get rid of because he kept moving back towards me and trapping me in there. It's fine. It's no big deal, but it is certainly frustrating, if nothing else. Alright, Pete, come on. That should be torches. Oop. Gotta get away. Alright, Pete, come on. Oh, what? I didn't walk into him that time. The E should be dying soon. I don't know that he'll change colors, but he's definitely getting close. Oh, we're getting a lot of slowdown now. That feels like it's probably not a bad thing. Alright, I want to be as far to the right as possible here so that when these fall, and they will fall, then I can take them out without getting trapped. That's going to be torches. Same deal. Stay right, and they can't get me. Oh, okay. I was on the non-chompy mouth side of that. So I'm not sure what happened there. Keep to the right. Oh, he's using his other abilities and dealing them damage. Here come torches. He shouldn't be sending the blocks as much after me, which is nice. Okay, there he goes. He's changed color. Here comes some more torches. He's a little far over to the left for my likes. Come on, Pete. You're taking too long to die here. We have a problem. He's too far over to the right. This is a real problem. He's not far enough over to the right. Come on, Pete. Just die already. Fuck! Ah! Alright. And we're back at the beginning of this fight. Let's switch back to the magic power. It's faster, but I have to switch back and forth more frequently. Come on, give me the wall blocks. There we go. Look at how fast we moved on to the second stage. Alright, give me something to work with here. Did I just beat him? That was so fast. I didn't even get to that third attack that he had. Alright guys, well that's Magical Quest. So I will let the credits roll for a second while I go off mic for a moment. I will get the next game set up. The next game is going to be Great Circus Mystery, and we will come back to Goof Troop and Aladdin on another stream, I think. Alright, one moment.
Hey guys, I just had a fight with my Super Nintendo, and my Super Nintendo is not properly outputting. So I guess I'm not sure what our options are here. Yeah. I feel like this is a running problem with this stream, that something goes wrong. I can probably get DuckTales to run again properly. But given that I'm not sure that everything is running properly, I'm going to call it just to be safe. This is probably the last no camera stream. My new webcam should be arriving sometime in the next few days. But in the meantime, I will try to figure out what the hell is going on with the Super Nintendo. Next time, though, which is tomorrow's stream at 8 p.m., will be Chrono Cross. I know that one is functioning properly, and I will hopefully see people then. So thank you for joining, and I'm sorry about the technical difficulties with the Super Nintendo here at the end. Hopefully you enjoyed DuckTales and the Magical Quest. Alright, thanks, and have a good night. Happy Mother's Day.